Hey guys, how are we doing? Cryptoins UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. So today's US election day. For that reason, I'm literally just going to use today to talk about XRP and some XRPTA. I'm going to break down a few things for XRP and we are going to leave it there. I'm not going to go into anything else apart from XRP today and XRP against other assets. So to start with, let's just have a check on what's going on with XRP. As you know, we've just been ranging. Realistically, we've been ranging since May 22 all the way until now, which is November 2024. So a long period of ranging in this tight consolidation range. And if we look on a different chart where it gives us more historical data, we've actually been ranging for much longer than that. And on this one, we've got my fixed range volume profile drawn in. I wasn't going to talk about that yet, but we've actually realistically been ranging since we topped back in January of 2018 or December of 2017. It was just into January when we got the top of 2018 all the way until now, which is what, 6 years, nearly 7 years in this range. Yes, it is a large range, but in terms of crypto, it's not ridiculous, 97% from the top to the bottom, but we haven't managed to break all-time highs, and then also recently we haven't managed to sweep any lows. So we haven't broken either end of the range since, well, you could say the range bottom was set back in March of 2020. And as I said, the range high in January. So what's been going on? What do I think is going to happen next? If we look at where we are now, it's like some key resistance levels or slash support levels or just key levels in general for XRP. What we can see is, let's take these lines out, even though they have been key for like closes, but let me just use this horizontal line. I'll remove this one. I'll use this horizontal line so you can see where some key levels are here. We've got our first, obviously, we've got a key level just here, which is where our wick took us on our first retracement, our first real retracement for XRP, so 79 cent. That would be our first real key level. Look, as you can see, when we broke above that, we did get quite a quick spike, and then we came below, and again, when we broke above, quite a quick spike. And we managed to get above it. This is when Judge Torres declared that XRP was not a security, but we didn't manage to get the hold above there, came down, and then we've consolidated below since. I would also say another key level is this. It's more of an area where we are now with the white line, anywhere from 56 cent all the way down to the bottom of these wicks here at about 49 cent. They're probably the key levels that we're looking at in general. So 56, 49, and whatever that level was up here again at 79. Above that, clearly we've got from where we had our big capitulation. Or last capitulation, which is again up at that 90 cent here is a key level, and then on the first bounce, we've obviously got a lot of liquidity and stop losses up here. Also, people probably getting ready to sell short. If you're a trader, you also have key resistance level here at 144 and another at $2. So all these areas are where there are key resistance levels. So if you're looking to draw onto your XRP chart where you might find resistance, you can do that quite easily by just getting a horizontal ray on and just popping them in here like this. That one obviously coincides with this one here, so we'll just use that one for an example and just allow the last wick just there because it keeps the chart kind of clean. This area here and a final one at this area up here. These are areas that I'd be looking for. If you're going to trade short term and want to take profits on XRP, these are areas where people are going to be probably trying to short or where stop losses are going to come in and we're going to probably start to squeeze if we can get the aggression out of there, but they're normally good areas to take a bit of profit off the table if you're trading short term. Now, personally, I think we're going to expand higher than that once we get the break out of this range. If you've not seen Credible Crypto's post today, he talks about Bitcoin consolidating for the last 7 months. XRP's been consolidating, and then he says because of that, price is going to explode higher than he thought in the first place. He was thinking of 3-month consolidation to an expansion to about 120k. Now he's looking between 180 and 220k for Bitcoin because of the lengthy consolidation. So XRP expanding to I think 13-ish to 15, $16 as my realistic price target is not out of the question at all. Imagine like a coiled spring waiting for the pressure to go, and then once you get the pressure, look here, we consolidated for a long time. From 2015 to 2017, that's 2 years in a tight range, consolidation, expansion. I'd be looking for something similar here. Not the same percentage move, because 70,000% from here is very big ask, but keeping it more realistic, I think between the 13 and I'd say 13 to 17 range. 12 to 15, 13 to 17, in and around that area. And you can use Fibonacci retracements to give you a good, that's a long position. You can use Fibonacci retracements to give you just an easy price target as to where you think things are going to expand to. Yes, there are different discussions around this, because we've obviously had inflation of XRP in terms of circulating supply over time, but Fibonacci retracements are just that, just use them for price targets. So give yourself a guide with them, a rough guide, and that's what I'll be doing. So that's essentially all our like longer term perspective XRP stuff. If we look at the short term, as I said, we're trading within this range, anywhere in the bottom of the range. So this area has been a good place to add, because we've seen quite a strong reaction when we've left this level. And if you're looking to just trade the range, you're probably deleveraging in this 70-cent range. However, if we start to get close above this 67, 70-cent range, that's when we can start looking for more aggressive moves to the upside. We have had some liquidity grabs that you could say this and then here, which kind of confirms that we're still within that range trading at the minute. As far as XRP against other assets go, and what is going on in the short term, I do think XRP ETH has had a short term. Has found the short-term low. So to start with, I actually think, let's just take these off. To start with, on the higher time frame, I actually do think we've created a low here, and this could be something like a Wyckoff accumulation spring, testing the bottom of the range again before it starts to push through. I wanted to see a higher low formed, and I think we could have had that. It's a very hard call, because I'm trying to call it on the 4-hour. This is the weekly time frame. But I do think that I can draw a line in here, but it's going to bring all my drawings back on. But I do think that we're very close to a breakout for XRP against ETH, and I would consider what we've had recently as a bottom, essentially. So we've got these. We can use this as our trend line that we need to break above, or some people might want to draw in something like this in here. Where are we? Yeah, here's one, basically keeping all the candle closes below, and then testing that trend line and bouncing off at support. So if we go to the 4-hour and look into why I think we might have seen a low, I can just explain what I've seen. So we've got a bullish divergence here where the RSI shows a higher low, whilst price action makes a lower low. That's the first sign. That's great to see at the bottom, especially in the oversold areas of the RSI. Also potentially got an inverse head and shoulders here forming on a bottom, and these can form as reversal patterns in a bottoming section or a bottoming period. So from the bottom, we've then hit our heads on previous swing high. Before then come in to create our low, we've then created a higher low, and then we've broken the structure in terms of we've actually gone to set a slightly higher high. Whether we can count this as a definite structure break is difficult. We can't really until we get the closes above this white line here. And that would probably confirm the breakout of inverse head and shoulders as well. So that's what I'm looking for more confirmation. Trying to call it on the short-term time frames like this is extremely difficult. So always keep that in mind. Like shorter term, the least accurate. But longer term, as I've just shown you on the weekly time frame, what we're looking for is to create a higher low, and I'm just trying to nail where that might come in, for example, and showing you just now why I think that could have come in where we just are. We got our bullish divergence here. Look at the RSI. We got very oversold. Then we came down and we created a lower low, but the RSI actually created a higher low, and then it surged. Now we're looking to see if we can bounce on this potential support here. So using these previous wicks as support, maybe creating a higher low here. This could be wave 1, and wave 2 pullback, and wave 3 hopefully more aggressive. Take a lot of this range back, and if we use Elliott wave theory, wave 2 should be at least 1.66 times larger than wave 1, which would be great to see a large wave 3 here, capturing a lot of this previous price action. Once we start to break above these levels, I think it'll be quite explosive moves to the upside, and I'll show you why I think that if we look at XRP Bitcoin. This is XRP Bitcoin. When we start to get the moves to the upside, as you can see, it's just like a few weeks of solid green candles and then followed by a long period of consolidation. I am also looking for, I'm looking for XRP to create a higher low here against Bitcoin as well. Again, quite often this has been a reactionary level. Hidden bullish divergence is going to be on the daily time frame. Let me just show you that. See if we've got that. So that's where price makes a higher high and RSI makes a lower low. That's what we've been looking for. That's what we've been looking at here on the daily RSI, and we've also been trying to see if we can hold or create a higher low here. So that will be a low and then hopefully a higher low. If we invert this chart by using Alt I, you can see that this thing looks super heavy. I'm going to take off all my drawings again just to show you guys what I'm looking at. This thing looks super heavy, and we should hopefully start to really pull down. We haven't managed to break above this level, which is actually below, obviously, for forever almost. We created a high in 2014 or a low, and then could not put a further low in against Bitcoin. Came all the way down, tried to test it again, actually created a lower high if we're looking at it on the inverted scale. Then accumulated again and tried once more, couldn't. Trying one more time here, so we're either going to break through and create a much lower low against Bitcoin, or we're going to completely reject and puke down here, and that's what I think is going to happen at some point very soon. We start to lose these levels in terms of gain these levels. If we go back to flipping the chart, then we could very easily see quite an aggressive gain for XRP against Bitcoin, and we're back now on an inverted chart. But as you can see, when we get these like pukes down, or it's obviously up because it's inverted, but when we get these pukes, they happen very, very, very quickly, and I would expect something like that to happen for XRP. Historically, they have happened when Bitcoin has broken out of its range, so maybe they've got a few weeks to go, because as you guys know, that I do think Bitcoin has a little bit longer left in this range, potentially a pullback. Maybe XRP sets another one last low against Bitcoin. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure, but I'm looking for this potentially higher low would be great. We've got potentially a higher low in ETH, which was the signal last time. And as you can see, XRP quite heavily outperformed ETH for a period, and it was the precursor before it started to outperform Bitcoin. So maybe that signal is there again. Sorry, that's ETH Bitcoin. Maybe that signal is there again now. XRP is potentially outperforming ETH and put in that low on the daily and the 4 hour. Potentially, if we break this structure here, we start to resume to the upside against ETH. That would be a very good sign for me that it's probably going to do something similar against Bitcoin too in the near future, as that's what we did when we were last in this period. And if those things are both true, then hopefully XRP will start to break out in terms of price action too. So they're all my thoughts right now, guys, on the XRP chart, on the like longer term stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if you agree. If you don't already, please subscribe and share this with a friend. Peace up, A-Town down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.